thank you very much, and I will not take much time because I think the tea time is already there. See, people have talked about a lot of problems, and I will try to talk about solutions. So one of the solution we are presenting here is ultrasonic installed sensors. Okay, so generally, the second inspection which is done after the visual inspection is the thickness monitoring. And thickness monitoring data is a huge data. Now, imagine if you have done the thickness monitoring and you end up, you can't take a decision because the data what you have collected is not up to the mark. And there could be certain challenges when you collect this data. One is that you need a skilled operator. And I think some of my colleagues from ISNT, they know that we have challenges on the skill of the operator itself. The second, it's a time consuming process. As long as you can reach the asset, it is fine. But if you have to take it on a heights, it's you have to build the scaffolding and other things. The third one is, which I talked about, the inaccuracy of the data. Imagine that you are using a different thickness gauge or the couplant or the probe and so on and so forth. So what is the solution? The solution what we are presenting is something called as WAN system, which is developed by a British company called as InductoSense. It has passive sensor. These are essentially 3M stickers which you can stick on the assets, and you can do the coating so that it does not spoil. And then you have two kind of data collectors. One is, we call it as hand data collector, and the second one is remote data collector. You can put this data on the cloud and you can access this data and you can do the trending analysis, because the readings what you are getting are all repeatable data. And we have a booth, so you can come there and have a look at the live demonstration also. So these are the passive sensors. The only limitation it has is, you can, as in today, you can go up to 130 degrees centigrade. They are working on it, and maybe hopefully in next couple of months we can go up to 180 degrees centigrade. These are all ATIC certified. These are the two data collectors which I talked about it. One is, we call as a handheld data collector, and the second one is the remote data collector. It works on Bluetooth 5, so it has a range of 200 meters. So if you have an asset which is, let's say, 200 meters, you can mount these sensors. One RDC can take care of 8 sensors, and you can get the data on the ground for 200 degree. It is Bluetooth 5. You don't need any Wi-Fi also. The IDAT software, which you can use it for trending, and it is a cloud-based software. Some of the accessories, eco extension cable. People talked about, how you will take care of the cement lining and other things, or under insulation also. You can mount these sensors, and you can use these eco extension cables. You can bring these cables out. The second one is reach, which is around 4 meter. So you can just mount a sensor which is, let's say, above 4 meters, and standing on the ground you can take the reading. The third one is underground pipe monitoring solution, so which you can construct. You can mount these sensors and can construct a junction box on the each side of the road, so you will still have some accurate data, thickness data, because we talked about LRUT, you will have a difficulty. And people were talking about, whenever you are doing these repairs, you can mount these sensors. Okay. This is how the technology works. It has a 15 by 5 mm piezoelectric crystal, and then you're using the inductance to mount to give the, you can say, energy to propagate the ultrasonic through the metal. It is very fast. That's how you can see that in couple of seconds you can get the data, even on the coatings also. Summary of the advantages is, it does not require a very skilled operator once the sensor is mounted, because the skill only required is while mounting it. Once you mount it, you don't need any skill. The life is approximately 10 years. And you talk about a lot of digitization, so you are already having a lot of digital data. We also have another technology. What you saw just now is up to 130 degrees centigrade, but in the assets sometimes you have higher temperature. So we have high temperature sensors also, where you can go from -40 to 550 degrees C. There are three categories of sensors which you can call it as dowel sensors for up to 150 degrees centigrade. Then we have high temperature sensor which we put it on a clamp up to 380 degrees centigrade, and if the temperature are required are up to 500 or so, then you put on the studs. And then you also use a longer I would say longer wedge, and this wedge also helps you in also rechecking whether the transducer is working or no. So you can see the transducer on the top, and on the in the front you have lot of delay line, what we call it is. This solution you can put it with the wireless, so you can have it in the control room. You can say all the data analysis you can do it. And then we also have some sensors. If anybody has any thickness gauge and he wants to monitor the high temperature thickness, so these transducers are also available in dowel sensors also and Toft also. Because generally for in-service inspection you don't need to do phased array, because phased array is more you're looking for welding defects. In-service defects, Toft is good enough. So we are based in Navi Mumbai. Any questions? I presume I have finished in the required time, but we have a booth, so if anybody is more interested to come and have a look at the technology. Yes, we have installed 200 sensors in Reliance. We have done some in Patalganga, the sulfuric acid. I don't have the full data, but most of them are in the sulfuric plant. We have also done some installation in BPCL Cochin Refinery, and IOCL Mathura also we have done. And we also have interest in CPCL and IOCL various other plants.